all the different steps, but you'll show how easy it is to create. So one of the things we're going to talk about today are the streaming commercials that are available to you from AdWorks. I've pulled up on my screen right now the AdWorks devices, providers, and channels, and just a small sampling of where these commercials are actually shown. So for those of you who are like me, who are cord cutters and no longer have cable, these streaming commercials show on network and premium channels. So if you have Hulu, if you have the new Peacock, if you're using obviously Chromecast, Fire Stick, like me, I have a Samsung Smart TV. Those of you who have Apple TV and Roku, all of the different channels that run small 15 and 30-second commercials in between the shows and in between the show segments. That's what I'm going to show you how to create today, how to create those streaming videos. Now, these streaming videos can be highly targeted. I'm going to show you how you can select certain neighborhoods. I'm going to show you how you can select whole areas. And then we're going to get down to how you can easily create using one of the already designed commercials, or how you can upload your own. So I'm going to go to Towne Central. Okay. And here I am on the Towne Central dashboard. I'm logged in as Ralston right now. And I'm going to scroll down, and we have the giant AdWorks button right here on your dashboard. You're going to go ahead and click that, and that will log everybody straight into your AdWorks account. Now, every single person in our company has an AdWorks account because BHHS does have a great program with AdWorks. AdWorks does two things for us. It gives us a way to do digital display advertising and streaming commercials very easily, but BHHS also provides a free 7-day display listing for each one of our listings that we get. BHHS has also negotiated great pricing for us on all of these different products. So today we're going to talk about the streaming TV commercials. And it's super easy to get started. We are literally going to hit the Start New Campaign button. Now, this might seem odd. It is going to ask you for your full name, city, and state. It just wants to confirm who you are because lots of realtors have the same name. So in this case, I'm just going to put in Ralston. And your city and state is going to be where your office is located. They're actually pulling this information directly from the roster manager in the BHHS national accounts. Okay. And it's going to ask us to select the closest match. If for whatever reason it can't find you, just hit skip this step and you'll be able to put in all of this information. I've never seen it not be able to find one of our agents before, so you should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue with this ad because it's already created one for us. Okay. All right. So this is how we create a streaming commercial. All of the ads that you see over here on the left-hand side are agency quality commercials and videos that have been created for us by BHHS and by AdWorks. A lot of these you have seen before. They might be commercials that are running on TV already for BHHS, but the verbiage in them has been changed to be more agent focused. They've also added a lot of videos that you may not have seen in the marketing resource before. These are 4 brand new ones that talk about finding your forever home. Notice that some of these have male and female voices. You can choose which one you'd like to use. And we have lots of different topics. So we have the empty nester video, a great one for expanding families, first-time buyers. A different way just talks about the process of real estate with opening doors is one of my favorite. You have the homes, and we also have a great luxury ad. I've chosen the luxury ad so that that you can see what that would look like on here. Let me make sure that I am sharing with my sound. Give me 1 second. There we go. Quick change. You guys should be able to hear my computer sound now. I'm going to go ahead and play this ad for you so you can hear what it would sound like.
Look, if you're wondering, should I? Guess what? You should. And it's okay to dream big and to demand more when you're making that dream come true. Because our network agents offer unparalleled service and expertise. So you'll get everything you deserve and more. Now, let's go get you home.
Okay, if you'll notice that commercial, that all of the branding, I'm going to restart just so you can see it here. All of the branding that was on this left-hand side, you can edit all of this information, but it pops in automatically. And then you can also change the text that's down here, but that commercial plays in this square. But if you were to see it on a TV, you would see all of the agent information here, our logo, and then whatever text you wanted to put in this section on here. And it's all personalized to you. It's very, very easy to change. If I didn't want to run a luxury ad, maybe I wanted to run something for first-time home buyers. Maybe I'm going to target maybe some of the rental communities that are in town. I could do something like that, put in a first-time home buyers. It's just going to pop that video in. And let me show you a different video just so you can see what it would look like. And I can hit play, and it's that easy to go ahead and change.
Look, if you want that home, let's go get you that home. And it's okay to feel a little nervous or to not know what to look for. Because our network agents have the expertise to take the scary out of buying a home. Well, most of it. Now, let's go get you home.
All right. I'm going to switch to one more. These are some of our new ones. I love this unexpected one. It's kind of got a little bit of humor to it. It's one of my favorite things about it. Notice that the template has changed a little bit on this one. Same information, it's just in a slightly different location.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
That's one of the short 15-second commercials that's now available. If I wanted to edit any of the information, notice that you can edit the information right here, edit info and photos for this commercial. And we can upload a different headshot. We can change our calls to action. We can add a different title. Maybe we can say something like your neighborhood expert. You can change the city that it's located in. So if you are doing, if your office happens to be in Chesapeake, but maybe you want to do some targeted advertising to Suffolk, you can always change this to Suffolk, Virginia, just to make it a little bit more local. You can change the email address, direct phone number, office phone number, and there is an area for extra text on here as well. Once you've updated things, you can go ahead and click that update button on the bottom. It is going to tell you that your commercial will have to, what we call re-rendered. So it'll be available in 10 to 30 minutes with those updates. What they have to do is update the video. It takes just a few minutes to do that, but you can actually continue on with your campaign setup without having to wait for the new video to come in. Okay. So now it's asking us, where do we want to run this video? Notice that it has lots of little pinpoints on here. This is from an ad I was creating not that long ago. I'm going to go ahead and take these out so you can see how to do that. All right. It's asking us to drop pins on a map. Now, this radius can be quite large, or it can be as small as 1/4 of a mile. So if you really wanted to pinpoint a very small area, you can go ahead and do that. All you have to do is click anywhere on the map, and it's going to drop a fairly large 5-mile radius to start. You can zoom in. Maybe we just want to run something in Chicks Beach. We've taken a list there, and we just want to remind people that we are the real estate agent for Chicks Beach. I can narrow that down to maybe 1 mile. That sounds perfect. Maybe I don't want to pick up all of the stuff on this side of the road. Maybe I want to do that. I can actually just move that out into the water. It's okay. There's nobody in the water to view it. It's just going to limit the radius to this small area here. Okay. I wanted to show you what that looks like. If I wanted to take it down even further, I can take it down to as something as small as 1/4 of a mile. All right. Now, if I only have this 1/4 of a mile and I were to try to hit select views, it's going to give me an error, and it's going to say I don't have enough people to run this. You need to make sure that you have enough people so that the streaming is actually effective and works, because they start with 3,000 views a month. And if you only have 10 or 15 homes in that, you can only imagine that they would either not be able to fulfill that order, or those people would see it over and over and over and over and over again. which is not good either. You're trying to aim for right around that 4 to 6 views per month per person, or per household. And that seems to be the sweet spot. And it's actually going to show you where you need to be in order to make that happen on the next screen. So let's take this out a little bit. I'm going to take this out to a mile. Maybe I have a listing in Chicks Beach right now. And I'm going to drop this over some of the neighborhoods I'm working and over some of my other listings I have. So I'm just going to drop a couple of pins so you can see how this works. Again, it's going to start with 5 miles. I don't want to do all of 5 miles. Maybe I want to do 1 mile radius. I've got a listing here. Maybe I'm going to pop in here a little bit. Maybe I want to do just the oceanfront area as well. Maybe it's someplace I'm targeting. It's someplace that I would like to do more business. So I'm going to put my name out there a little bit more. And this is where we can start to make these tiny targets here. Here's 1/4 of a mile. I'm just going to drop a bunch of them. Come on. There we go. And we'll drop another one. There we go. And I'm going to pull it out into the water a little bit. Let's see if we have enough on here. Now we're going to hit select views. All right. Oop, it's too small. So it was some more. Let me go and maybe we'll drop a large radius this time. We'll just go over Norfolk. There we go. All right. So it's telling me my optimal. Here's my 10,000 views of a 15-second commercial, which translates to about 41.7 hours of airtime per month. And it's going to give me this number. This is a BHHS negotiated number. If you were to try to buy streaming commercials off the shelf from a regular ad agency, it would be probably quadruple or more of this, especially with the production time on some of these professional commercials. But I wanted to show you, you can take this down. You don't have to do the 10,000. We can take this down to 3,000. Maybe that 508 is a little more in my budget, especially as I'm trying to get new listings. I can take it all the way down to 2,000, and actually this starts at 339. So this number is going to be based on the number of households and the number of views that are available. Okay. And then it's going to ask me to go ahead and review. It's going to actually offer me a bigger discount if I would like to run this commercial longer. So these are options that you have. Occasionally, you'll also see that AdWorks will send out things like additional discount coupons or additional months with a discount. So keep an eye out for those AdWorks emails that you always get. There's often an extra discount for some of this as well. This is just going to give you a preview. So it's going to give you, this is the commercial we're going to run. Here's the geographies that we have. And then it's telling us what we purchased. So in this case, it's 2,000 commercial views per month. So in addition to this, you will also get a report that gives you a detailed view of which channels it actually ran on and how many times it was viewed. Now, I also want you to know that these commercials are not run in off hours. So they're not run at 4 a.m. when not as many people are watching. All of these commercials run at a premium airtime. So you're looking at things like 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on the weekends, it runs all the way up until midnight. So you're actually picking up normal times when the majority of people are actually watching TV. I'm going to go back to the screen. It's actually held up on me 1 second. So I'm going to go start here. I'm back at the Towne Central dashboard. I'm just going to hit AdWorks. Well, that's not good.
Kristen, we have a question while you're going through that.
AdWorks might be down. Hold on. Go ahead.
Can you set it up with the team photo and team information?
Yes. So that's where the first time that you log in, it's going to always be on your team leader, your primary agent. But that's where you can go ahead and edit that information. And you can put in that team photo and you can put in your team DBA. And you can go ahead and edit that information and it'll run with the team information. Yep. Does that answer your question?
I don't see that it doesn't, so let's just go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So I wanted to let you know, though, that you can also upload your own commercial. So for those of you who might be interested in showcasing a listing to a particular neighborhood, or especially now with how fast things are selling, that you want to show that you've sold 5 homes in a particular neighborhood, you can actually upload your own commercial. I've seen agents do this with an introduction video that they've professionally shot with one of our photographers or videographers that just talks about you and the fact that you're a neighborhood expert. We'll get to live chat in a second. And it talks about the services that you can provide. I've seen agents do this where they have uploaded beautiful shots of maybe a luxury property, and they've targeted it to the same neighborhoods where they know that these buyers come from, just to try to get the reach out there. I've seen agents do things with videos with beautiful slideshows of all the homes that have been sold in a particular neighborhood or a particular area that says, I can get your home sold too. So while the majority of our agents use the pre-designed commercials, just because they're beautiful and easy to use and easy to access, the option to upload your own commercial is available. If you need any help with choosing a videographer in order to take a professional video, let us know in marketing at bhhstowne.com, and we'll be happy to help you find a videographer in your area that can create your own commercial for you in your own video, if you have something specialized on there. So you saw it pop up when it came through, but you'll notice that you have live chat that's available on here. The live chats that are on the BHHS windows are actually BHHS customer service teams, and they are with AdWorks. They're a wonderful resource. So if you ever get stuck, you're not sure what to do, you can't choose another video, or you're not sure what to do with your targeted areas, feel free to live chat with them. They're wonderful on the other end, and they're great to talk through, and they can also help you as well. But they are BHHS specific customer teams for AdWorks. That was part of the BHHS program that they gave us from the national BHHS contract with them. Okay. Do I have any other questions on AdWorks streaming commercials?
I don't see any in the chat. If anybody has any questions, you want to unmute yourself. I don't think there's any questions, Kristen.
Okay, perfect.
I have a question. Hello?
Oh, go ahead.
So this is going to show on all those TV stations that you just showed, that's shown on the bottom?
That's just a sampling, yes. Okay. So the only ones that it does not show on would be something like Netflix, which does not have any commercials on it. It's obviously a paid service that does not. But for people who are using things like YouTube TV or Hulu or Direct Now, Fubo, the Sling program, if you're watching TV and if you're watching streaming TV and there are commercials in between your programs, that's where these will show. So things like the new Peacock network, for example, have commercials on them. That's where you would see these streaming commercials. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Kristen, just to clarify for everyone once again, it is streaming TV, so this is not over-the-air TV. This is not the local channels that you get with cable or with antenna, but this is streaming using the apps and pushing through.
Yep. Any other questions?
Doesn't look like there are any more. So our next class starts at noon, Thank you all for joining this morning. Sorry I'm a little bit late. And hopefully you will go ahead and create your video commercials. Use these to be able to target your areas. And you will be able to really get some good viewership. Maura, to answer your question with regards to the cost is determined based on the amount of areas or the size of area that you choose.